If you're wondering how to use IRS exceptions to take IRA distributions early without facing those costly penalties, you're in the right place. Whether you need to access your retirement funds earlier than expected or you're just exploring your options, this video is going to break down how to do it legally without getting hit by the 10% early withdrawal penalty. The IRS provides certain exceptions that allow you to withdraw from your IRA before reaching 59.5 without the usual penalty. But here's the key. Not all withdrawals qualify, and knowing the right rules can help you navigate this situation. Let's dive in. The first exception is for qualified first-time homebuyers. If you're buying your first home, you can withdraw up to $10,000 from your IRA penalty-free. This is a huge benefit for those looking to purchase a home later in life, or even if you're just thinking of relocating or downsizing. But remember, you need to meet the definition of a first-time homebuyer, which is someone who hasn't owned a home in the last 2 years. Another exception is for higher education expenses. If you're paying for tuition, books, supplies, or even room and board, you can tap into your IRA penalty-free. This can be a lifesaver for anyone helping family members with their education or even funding their own. But keep in mind, this doesn't extend to things like transportation costs or optional expenses, so be sure the withdrawals go towards eligible costs. If you've become disabled, the IRS gives you a pass on the 10% early withdrawal penalty. That's an important one for anyone facing health challenges. Keep in mind, though, this exception applies if you're totally and permanently disabled, and you'll need to show proof. In addition, if you have medical expenses that exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income, you can also make a withdrawal penalty-free to cover those costs. It's important to note that this exception only covers the penalty. You'll still be taxed on the distribution itself. But if you're in a tough spot with medical bills, it can help ease the financial burden. The next exception that many overlook is for IRA distributions made to pay for health insurance premiums if you're unemployed. If you've lost your job and need to keep your health insurance coverage, you can access your IRA penalty-free to make those premium payments. This can be a critical resource when you find yourself between jobs or facing financial uncertainty. Now, let's quickly talk about the substantially equal periodic payments rule, often referred to as SEPP. This one allows you to take early withdrawals from your IRA, provided that you agree to take a set amount every year for 5 years, or until you reach age 59.5, whichever is longer. This can be a game changer if you need a steady income stream before retirement. But it's also a bit tricky, so it's important to understand the requirements fully to avoid penalties. Now, before we wrap up, if you're serious about protecting your wealth in the next 2 weeks, I highly recommend checking out the first link in the description for the best free gold IRA guide. Thousands of Americans are using gold IRAs to safeguard their wealth, especially in times of financial uncertainty. If you've got 100K plus in an IRA or 401K, or even up to $5 million in savings, this free guide could be the step you need to secure your future. Finally, if you're a retiree with substantial savings, including 100K or more in your IRA or 401K, or even 5M plus, these exceptions could offer a way to access your funds without penalties in case of emergency or major life changes. But when it comes to long-term wealth protection, there's nothing like a gold IRA to keep your assets safe. Remember, using IRS exceptions for early IRA withdrawals can give you the financial flexibility you need, but gold IRAs are the real long-term solution for those seeking security. If you're ready to take action, don't forget to grab your free guide in the description.